Hello, my name is Reggie Life, and I want to thank you for watching this video and for your interest in Live Your Dream, the Taylor Anderson story. Like many who have spent time in Japan, the 2011 earthquake and tsunami is something no one could have ever expected. In over 21 years of doing films in Japan, I've experienced earthquakes before, but never the devastation of a tsunami, so I followed the story each and every day. I had just completed Reason to Hope, about the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, so I had some sense of the aftermath of an earthquake. But in the case of Japan, what would the aftermath be when an earthquake was followed by a tsunami and a possible nuclear disaster? I first heard about Taylor as stories from the affected region began to filter their way back to the US. I had met JET teachers before in my previous work in Japan, so I knew about their hard work and dedication. But there was something special about Taylor. Her zest and passion for the people of Ishinomaki where she was based, and that same passion is something she shared with her students. I was so moved by her story that I wanted to find a way to reach out to her family and to get their permission to make this film. Taylor's father, Andy, and I began to dialogue via the internet. He shared stories about Taylor's initial interest in Japan that blossomed into language study and ultimately her major in college. He also introduced friends. Some of them had still remained in Japan after the tsunami, and some had come back to the US. They too shared their stories about Taylor, and of course about the effect that she had on her students. I went back to Japan last November to visit Ishinomaki for the very first time. I witnessed the devastation of the tsunami, but I also saw revitalization that was taking place. It was a long and exhausting journey, but I was inspired to make this film because of the people that I met and Taylor's spirit that was evident everywhere. Here are some of the memories that some of her friends shared with me.
The thing that I remember most about Taylor is that when she was able to communicate with the people in her community, whether it was through Japanese or through English, she would email me and say, the lady at the store understood what I was saying. And she was so excited that she was able to connect with the people in her community, and I think that's the greatest memory I have of her.
Meeting Taylor the first time, she was a little bit quiet, a little bit reserved, but through the course of one night, she completely came out of her shell. I thought she was just going to be a really quiet, reserved person, but she ended up being really rambunctious and silly and a fun person to be around.
So me and her taught class together, and I remember she gave a self-introduction about where she was from. She's from Virginia. She invited me to, like, when you're back in the States, come on, just come to my house, we can have fun. She said that to me, so that was one of the, like, last true memories where I had with her, like, together, talking and teaching together.
Taylor left a lot of things in Ishinomaki. Taylor's father also helped Ishinomaki so much, and maybe Taylor's wish dream comes true.
When I returned to the US, I made a trip down to Richmond, Virginia to meet Taylor's family. The Andersons were so warm and they welcomed me, and I'm so humbled that they've given me their consent to do this film about her life. Your support will not only allow me to make a film about an extraordinary young American woman, but also about the sacrifices of all the English teachers who come to Japan from all over the world. People who bring their culture and share that with the students that they teach, and then leave with the culture of Japan and with important life lessons. Taylor's legacy continues in the United States and in Japan, bringing encouragement and opportunities for young people to look beyond the boundaries of their community and their nation and begin to look at the world and how interconnected we all are. Your pledge will go towards production of the film in the US and in Japan, towards editing and completion. We'll be building a website and ultimately making a Japanese version as well. I thank you so much for watching this video and for your pledge and your interest in Live Your Dream, the Taylor Anderson story. Thank you.